What a surprise!
What a surprise!
So, guys, welcome back to another Aftermatch battle video. This time I wasn't the one fighting, it was with a new guy on the camera. Say hello, Pronk.
Hello.
Well,
He's very happy to be here, as you can hear.
Hello.
he's pretty shy though. Well, seeing as I'm not the one that fought today, I take Chris is going to take the lead in this video, and Pronk, when you have something to say, when you have something to bring into onto the table, then jump right in.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, what you saw was a match between Dark Irregular versus
Nubatama.
Dominate. They're both my decks, so yeah, how did it play?
Yeah, it played fine. I got lucky that I had some early game triggers to pressure you a lot, to keep the spirit going on.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, I lost all my units on your first stride, and
Let's go. That was lost. Retire. He gets the power. Jesus one. And I can't charge one. This one is dead. Exactly. Turn it.
yeah, but overall it worked. It's autopilot on some cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have multiple. Yeah, well, there's only one stride that is the big winner of the whole deck. I mean, it's just so good. Most people will go first stride, even though they don't have GB3. But I think Magatembu is also a good choice. Or what do you think about Magatembu nowadays?
Well, basically, you don't want to waste a winner. In my opinion, you don't want to waste a winner on a first stride because you cannot kill someone on first stride usually. Magatembu or Mujin Lord are filler option, I think. Well, because if it was possible, you would run 8 Rinne. You would stride only into Rinne, and win the game like that. But that wouldn't be fun. I think it's a good first strike because you can eliminate the target from the field because of the retirement, and the cost isn't that heavy, and yeah, it synergizes well as a first strike. I wouldn't tag it more than twice in the deck for other purposes.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly in my opinion, you don't want to waste the Rinne on first strike because the crit on the GB3 is really valuable to
And 10k also. Yeah. That makes it so difficult to guard against.
Yeah.
And also to
if he gets one lucky trigger or he places 2 4Ks, they don't hit. So there is a way to play around Rinne on first stride, but not on second stride.
No, it's so devastating. I mean, yeah, like you said, early game crits or triggers also hurt very much.
Technical Vanguard.
No guard. Critical, wow.
Yeah.
And when Rinne comes and you don't have a lot of cards in your hands, you're just...
I made a slight mistake with not intercepting with the unit, which I knew that was gonna die, but I forgot at the end that it was gonna die. So that was slightly misplayed there.
Well, yeah, it happens. I mean, I also made probably some mistakes, which you will find out during the match. But how does it feel to play against Dark Irregular?
Well, I've played Dark Irregulars a lot. I've recently won some shop challenge with the Dark Irregular decks, which I borrow from another friend. And the deck feels very stable. If you have the right grade 3, if the targets goes off, if you manage to go to 13 soul at the stride to activate his no PG skill, it would probably have killed me right there because I would not be able to guard everything.
Yeah,
it is a really solid deck in my opinion. It's very strong. There's a lot of toolbox, nice counter charge engine, and really strong additional grade 2s.
Yeah, I also like that. Yeah. So what's more do you want us to talk about deck profiles? What do you think, Mr. Timely?
Well, seeing as they're both your decks, why don't you go over a quick summary of what's maybe what you think is important to know about how you build them? Because I think they're basically pretty much cookie cutter build of what we are used to of standard, or did you make some odd choices?
Well, for the Nubatama build, like you already saw, Genkai is his name, I guess.
Yeah, that's Genkai. Yes.
It's a one-off. I'm I'm still not sure about how I want to build this deck. Some are, I think, standard cards like this bear, this one, Zanki, of course, the heals. This is also a one-off. So I'm not really sure how to build it yet, but hopefully because of this, we're play testing here, so hopefully we'll find out what's better and what is better to get out of the deck. I don't know about the G-Zone. I think that's pretty standard.
I think the Drachma would be nice as an additional fee into the
Yeah, true.
But yeah, it's
expensive.
it's expensive as hell card.
Yeah, exactly.
So you still got Rinne.
Yeah, Rinne is pretty much the only strides you will ever use. I mean, Mugen Lord, you won't see it as much. Mukuro, you don't use anymore.
It depends on
this
who you're
guy-
fighting in regionals, though. I mean, it can happen that you fight against 3 Mukuros in a row.
Yeah,
It happens to me, though.
That was before Rinne.
Exactly.
The problem that I have nowadays is that with Mugen Lord, if they run a resist units, its power goes down immediately. And you need to have at least GB3 to make it useful to attack a lot.
Yeah.
And Mukuro kills a whole field, but in most cases, if they have a full field and you call a Rinne, they'll just have to call above their unit, which also is devastating in that, and they would retire at least 2 with that.
Yeah.
And I think that Tsumo Rukan is always a one-off in the deck because you never know when you got nothing left.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can stride this card if they manage to survive 2 Rennes, you can stride this card to try and seal the deal because this card always has been a death sentence.
Yeah. True. Especially with all the because it's a play skill, right?
It's a play, so you
So
can
you
force 1 card off a hand from your stride skill.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty good. Yeah.
You already force 1 and then it hurts a lot. And the GB8 of Nubatama is just crazy. I wouldn't run any Nubatama deck without it.
No, I think that's fair. And for the Dark Regular, I've been playtesting it a lot lately. Made a few changes also. I played it with the Assassins. I don't have the Assassins in it right now. I played a one-off of this guy, but I decided to put a second one in it just to see what happens if I do that. I put a second one of these in it just to make sure that I get this one, which I don't always.
You want to sit on Daybreak because he's your main target.
Yeah, he's just the best Vanguard. I mean, this isn't very important as a Vanguard, and
This does nothing as a Vanguard.
No, it's a rearguard.
So, yeah,
it's a rearguard
only if you
unit.
have, you have the Vanguard, the beginning of right phase when you bounce grade 3 back, but yeah, you don't want to sit on him, and this is a great rearguard also. Still.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you just want to be on this Schahrot, but if you are on this one, it's not too bad, but you have to adapt for your playstyle.
Yeah, but what can happen is you have this one in hand and you manage to if you have this one in hand and you call one of the Mounted Executioners, you might consider throwing this one into the soul to make sure that you can get it with.
I don't run that.
You don't run it anymore.
No, I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
What's the first right?
I would definitely run that one.
Yeah, but you don't have the room for it anymore. That's the problem.
You do have.
Well, yeah.
Because you run how many G guards?
I think 5.
You run 5 G guards. I would cut out one G guard for sure. I would cut out 1 G guard because this one doesn't do a lot anymore nowadays. Mm-hmm. And it's the same power as this one, so I would run 2 of this one, 1 of this one, because in the early game, if you manage to G guard, you need to fill up your soul a bit. And you can consider Vincent. I personally would run another of this and kick the fighters out. Because the new Dark Regulars doesn't go up to 15 that often.
13 is your max.
13 is your target, and you don't want to get behind that because you might throw in some triggers which you can drive check.
True, but
you can put a U into the soul with it.
Exactly, and with the skill, put another one, so you're at 15.
Yeah,
because of.
that's true.
So that's the reason why I like, and it's just to put the 2 heals at least in soul for a Blade of Mouse turn.
But it's the same here. You're using this then as a first strike, but his GB3 is wasted in that case.
True, but you still have the quad drive and the retirement.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I think almost everybody plays it as the first strike.
Yeah, I usually do too, but in cases that you don't manage to get this one on Vanguard, you can get it out with other cards.
True.
If you run it.
But true. Yeah.
And you saw that you run 2 different heal triggers. Is there a reason for that, or just because you couldn't manage to find the whole playset?
No, I do have the whole playset of both. It's just because I like this card a lot that I wanted to at least keep 2 of the Vincent heal in. So that when I use it for this, I can put it in the soul, and with Blade of Mouse, put it in the back, in deck, and have more chance of survival. And this one is just a certainty, just to be able to counter charge, soul charge if necessary. So yeah, that's the reason why I do 2 by 2. It's just playtesting. If I find out that I don't use her or him at all, I'll just switch. But it's just playtesting for now. So perhaps I consider to playtest 4 of her to see what happens. But so far, I just like the combination of these 2 a lot. So yeah. Any last words? No?
Oh, we're gonna kill him right after
Oh, no,
the first video?
not like that.
Is it like that?
No.
I mean,
He kicked my ass, so I don't have the right to say to kill him. That's
well, somebody is very eager to do it.
okay. Well, yeah. I don't have anything to add anymore, so
No, me neither.
I think that's a wrap for this one. Thank you guys for watching. And, well, it's your show, Mr. Time Leap, so do the ending.
Well, just as you said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and of course the battle video. If you haven't seen it just yet, then I highly recommend you to go watch it, because I think you guys had fun, or not? At least this match was fun, not the couple of matches before we tried.
It took 7 matches to not get great snow.
Exactly.
So
Both sides.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.